Alright, y'all, so the Global Dokkan Countdown campaign has officially begun, and we do have the Global Dragonstone Collecting campaign. Now, this is really interesting. I've seen a lot of discussion about this actually, because it is looking like it's a replacement for the Redstone in a sense, and we'll just talk about it, but as you see, you'll kind of get the gist of it. But again, it has the exact same format here as like the red, purple, blue stones, right? You're able to get Global Dokkan Dragon Stones 2025 by completing missions and use them to recruit Dokkan Awakened characters. Please note that not all the available characters are displayed, so again, it is just the anniversary characters they're showing off here. And there's a reason for that actually. So you could use a treasure item to recruit a character who appeared in summons, including Dokkan Festival onlys, during the period starting from the first anniversary up until the end of the fifth anniversary. So you're able to get a bunch of different characters and options. Plus, the available characters are Dokkan Awakened and at max level. So this will be really interesting to see. Again, I have the general gist of who's there, but it'll be nice to kind of look at some of these characters that, you know, potentially could get super easy A's or already have super easy A's that are good, right? But also some characters recently in this list have been able to get Extreme Z Awakenings, right? So you get 10 Global Dragon Stones from first login, already should be in your gift box right now. 30 more could be obtained for missions that are out currently, and another 60 could be obtained through the upcoming missions. A total of 100 Global Dragon Stones can be obtained. Then you actually are able to exchange 20 Global Dragon Stones for a character. You can recruit up to 5 characters who appeared in summon events, including Dokkan festivals, during the period starting from the first anniversary and up until the end of the 5th anniversary. So again, this collecting campaign is all the way up until April 11th. Or I said April, I'm really stupid. August 11th, August specifically. And then you're able to exchange them at the Baba Shop until August 18th. So you have a very long time to collect them, even after the celebration. But this should be pretty much when the celebration ends anyways. And then keep in mind it'll be rendered obsolete after the event ends if you don't get it, and there is actually an Elder Kai available. So we're going to take a look here at all the options that are here in the Global Dokkan collecting campaign and just talk about it. I guess really quickly here are the missions. You just want to do a total of what, 77 million damage. And I assume, again, damage done in all different stages will be counted. You could just go into some really old Dokkan event and then just like nuke them, or just like use like an active skill, like a turn 1 active skill maybe, and just do tons of damage over and over. Link leveling, right? There's gonna be very easy ways to do this, so don't even have to worry about, like, you know, even hitting like a max number with this. Like, you could take like a Super Saiyan team with the in Super Saiyan Goku, Vegeta, Trunks probably, and then you could well, maybe not them, but like I'm trying to think of another turn 1 active skill, like Tao with the turn 1 active skill, full mission execution could probably just like get this very easily, for example, right? But we'll take a look here at the options. I guess we'll go probably from the top here, I guess. Or no, we'll go from the bottom just because super easy is very prevalent right now. So let's take a look here. Elder Kai, again, you could get the Elder Kai, but I think there's actually characters that are good enough now. Oh yeah, there's gonna be different count of like, you could only get like 3 HL or Gohans, right? But you can get 5 Elder Kais, right? So you can't get all 5 characters of the same one. But again, it says right here the maximum number of times you can exchange for characters differs. So we'll see if anyone else is different. But at least for these LRs right now, you can only get 3 of each. Now, Int LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is actually pretty nice once you're able to fully Super Easy A him. It is right here. This LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan actually is a pretty overall good support character. I think he's pretty consistent as well. If there's extreme class enemy, he gets this extra chance to dodge too, which is cool. But really, even without facing an extreme class enemy, like, he's not a damage dealing character. I think that's the thing that people were really disappointed in this guy's kit, is that they wanted him to be like as damage dealing offensive character that he was before. But a lot of these Super EZs are like kind of shifting towards being the supportive roles rather than being the main on rotation role a lot of the time. I mean, he has one turn where he could potentially send slot 1 for a bit, but this could also be useful for like nuking and stuff like that. So I actually do like this guy, and I have gotten quite a bit of use from this in Super Saiyan 2 LR Gohan. So if you want him, he's not even a bad choice. Now, these next few characters are characters that you have to like wait and see for their EZAs. I mean, AGL Majin Vegeta Super EZA, he could have, he will need a lot of changes to him because, like, again, well, now we have a Bulma now, Kid Trunks here, then a Goku. Like, all of this is so restrictive. Like, the funny thing about this guy is that he pretty much didn't get most of this. Like, on his release when he awakens, he didn't get most of this. Like, maybe he could have gotten the Trunks one, but like, yeah. Goku had to also be attacking at the same turn, by the way. So it's like, there's a lot of issues with this Majin Vegeta. Again, super attack effects can change, don't change actually though. Right, just 30% attack here. Yeah, we'll see what this Age of Majin Vegeta does. But again, if you want to maybe hope, oh yeah, I'm really a huge Majin Vegeta fan, you could maybe get this guy. Broly, I think, again, Broly is, again, another character we're waiting for a Super EZA. He has a pretty solid kit already, I think, for, like, being, he has, again, multiplicative percentages. He just launches a guaranteed additional super attack. He has defense raises on his super attack effects. He has, this passive, I think, you know, right now is not the best, honestly, because a lot of the Jiren fights are there, but, I guess the Blue Goku fight is AGL, right? So I think his EZA maybe specifically right now wouldn't be the best, but like there's always going to be like a pure Saiyan Goku enemy or, you know, a Gohan enemy or something like this. So like if you want to prepare with this, getting one copy of this guy, I also wouldn't blame you, but he probably isn't on the top list like of characters that, like, you know, this guy would, again, already having a Super EZA would be on the top of the list, whilst these characters we have no idea. Goku Black Zamasu, I guess we'll talk a little bit about them because they, I think, have a really high potential because they have this 30% defense for multiple turns. They have multiplicative stats they build up here. They have multiplicative stats here. They have like an intro kind of buff, which is really interesting, right? So we'll see what they change. But I'm sure that whenever this guy would get a Super EZA again, all these characters, when they get a Super EZA, they'll be featured on a banner. But this feels like a character to me that's gonna Super EZA during like a big celebration. You know what I mean? Like a Future Saga Global Dokkan celebration next year, or like 11th anniversary Future Saga, right? Physical Trunks, Goten and Trunks. Like, we could again take a look at these guys, but soon we're getting to the point where these guys, I'm not really expecting a Super EZA for them anytime soon. I mean, Goku Frieza we could bring up here, but like at this point, like we're getting into like Tech Broly EZA just last year, Killer Khalifa EZA just like a year or two ago, right? With AGOK, which is actually 2 years ago at this point. But Physical Trunks, I probably wouldn't worry about him right now. I think he has like this defense raise potential, like Goku Black and Zamasu, but who knows? Plus Super Saiyan Trunks team will always be a very competitive name. Goten and Trunks from the EZA 2022. I'm not really 100% sure. Yeah, we could just close these characters. Like Goku Frieza did EZA in 2021. Intel or Gohan, when did this boy EZA? Let me take a look here again. It was also 2021, right? Yeah, I mean, they could, I mean, I guess these are global release times, but like they could EZA Goku Frieza eventually, which, you know, their EZA could also be interesting to have a lot of multiplicative stats, but I'm not really sure if they're going to do that anytime soon. I think if anything, it's between the original 5 here if you want to like really save for an LR Super EZA. Everyone else, I mean, the Tech Broly's decent, but he's not like necessarily mega god like he was, but he's actually still a good pick, I would say. Broly Trio is an interesting pick. You could get him. Now you can only get one Broly Trio. Actually, I realized, interesting. Yeah, you can only get one Tech LR Broly. You can only get one Broly Trio. So this is the point where, yeah, some of these characters you can only get once. Interesting. Okay. Tech Cell. Okay, so yeah, I mean, Broly Trio would be an interesting choice just because they can't have the guaranteed dodge. You can only get one of them anyway, so I mean, if you just want to grab like one copy of them, they get it. They're just as effective as they are at 55% than at Rainbow because they just have to dodge anyways, right? You have to get 7 orbs with them. Um, STR LR Super Saiyan Broly. This guy at this point, he's not really that great anymore with the Super Z. Tech Cell is amazing. If you don't have Tech Cell, this is definitely a really good choice. Tech Cell is really, really good. Like, and I think Tech Cell is gonna age very well because again, facing super class enemy, he gets this extra damage reduction. He's a Rainbow Orb Changer. He gets just so much reduction. Like okay, so let's take it like he has a baseline of 20%. Then with the super class enemy, he has a baseline of 40%. Then with every Rainbow Key Sphere he obtains, he gets another 10%. But the thing about this guy is he gets 2 key per Rainbow Key Spheres, so he guides himself towards the Rainbow Key Spheres. So you could very easily get this guy with 70-80% damage reduction in many situations. That happens so commonly often. And he gets just a huge 200% when attacking. He heals as well in a super attack effect. Tech Cell is very, very powerful, especially if you like the STR cell. Or want to get the STR cell when he comes back. This Tech Cell is quite good. Physical Kid Boost, whatever. Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Princess, whatever. I think we can bring up a couple next these characters actually just straight off the bat. Let's talk about these guys. STR Super Gogeta is a good choice as well. You can get 5 of him, 4 of him actually. No, 5, yeah. STR Super Gogeta is quite a good choice, I would say. He was underrated when he came out, and I still think he's actually pretty decently good now. I do like him. In Janemba, I feel like he's actually just he's hurt because of all the dodge disable bosses, but I think in battle hard foes he can still be quite good. If you want to, again, also not a bad choice. Full power Frieza, you could maybe get him to work a little, but in the longer event meta right now, it could be a little tough to get him in his full potential because starting from turn 5 onward, he's gonna lose like extra damage reduction. That could be very dangerous for him in certain fights. But you know, yeah, in Ultimate Gohan's decent, but again, he's a very dodge heavy character in a dodge disabled event meta, so I'm not sure if he would be a top pick. Super Saiyan 3 STR Vegeta, don't really pick him. He doesn't like, he's a slot 2 tank, slot 3 tank. He doesn't even support, he doesn't do damage, he's kind of just like a nothing character, unfortunately. Super Saiyan 3 STR Vegeta. They were so close with making him as good. If he got his defense when resuming an attack, he would actually be really powerful. And then now we're getting to some characters who haven't Super Easy like this. Super Saiyan Broly, Tech Broly when a grab, Age of Vegito. You could get him if you really want him. Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks now. Then we could talk about these 3 characters. I think in fact we'll bring up you too. This guy is a stacking character. He could potentially be good. Now, this right now is actually funny enough. This is not multiplicative. They could change that though. They could change that and then give him a multiplicative buff. He has built-in crit and guaranteed additional super. Like, this guy could potentially be quite good. I would honestly argue. Like, they could make this like up to 60% damage reduction and he builds up like 5% per attack he does. And then give him like 2 additional supers. And then like start of turn, multiplicative here, he's stacking. Like, he could actually be very easily a good character. If they really wanted to make him a good character. Now, he has very low stats for like an easy of his era, like 8k defense, just because of how his base stats worked, unfortunately. Like, you see, he gained like nothing in easy stats, dude. Very unfortunate. Like, yes, he gained 200 defense on his easy stats. That is awful. That is, oh my goodness. This guy got screwed over. Age of Blue Falcon Goku actually I think is pretty good too. I think this guy is a very, very solid option. Yeah, I do like this Blue Falcon Goku quite a bit actually. Buhan's also a good character for sure. I mean, for villain teams, I think Buhan could be very effective. If you really like, again, these Majin Buu Extreme Class teams, Buhan could actually work out pretty well for you. Tech Golden Frieza is another option where he could get a really good Super EZA. He could not get a really good Super EZA. If you want to gamble and see, be my guest, right? STR Mega. I'm not really sure. Again, he could potentially be a nice Super EZA. Physical Goku Black is mid at this point with a Super EZA. Physical VB and Nijo Rose could also be really good Super EZAs. Again, who knows? I think they're gonna make these characters good, especially Physical Vegeta Blue. I hope they wouldn't mess up with this guy. I think he could be a pretty safe pick. And from here, just a bunch of characters that's like, oh, you know, when they get their Super EZAs, they could potentially be good. You could also wait and see with your stones to see what Super EZAs might come out during the celebration, right? If you don't want to pick anything right now, that's also a good option. Because like these two could get their Super EZAs, the Year 2 Super Saiyan 4s. I think for sure that if they wanted to. Yeah, and again, we're coming up here where these characters are like, I'm not expecting Super EZAs for really any of these characters for a while. Like, yeah. And then all these characters have EZA'd a while ago, but like, wouldn't really expect their Super EZAs anytime soon. Yeah. So that, I mean, really it's just Super EZAs here. You could wait and see who could actually get their Super EZA during the celebration, like I said, but I gave my like ideas of who I think will actually be good, like awakening or not. But I also want to talk about how people are afraid this could replace the Memorial Dragonstone. I don't think this is going to be the case. I think that, again, the thing with the Memorial Dragonstone is that since this celebration is technically worldwide pushed up, there's 2 less months for the there would be 2 less months this year to kind of count the Dragonstone period, because it's a yearly period, usually 12 months, but now it would only be 10 months. They could be holding on to this for Tanabata. I saw a Ziad say, actually. I think Ziad probably left a response here, but let's just read some of the replies here. 5 Godstones is nice, basically. It is basically just 5 Redstones. If they do Memorial Stones during Tanabata, it'll be all good, but no Memorial Stones would suck. Glorified Redstones. Redstones with extra step, which sure, like, why not? I mean, they give extra Redstones anyways, right? I think the actual Memorial Stone will be Tanabata. You're able to get all the missing Dokkan Fest that basically you can't ever summon anymore. So for box collection, Link 11, this is peak. Even if you don't get tickets or real Memorial Stones, this at least requires an RNG. I guess that's true because like even with the Memorial Stones, you get all these ticket summons, which are really good. But you can't even like you're not gonna be exchanging characters there if you're missing someone specifically. I would still say I do think that the Memorial Stones will happen for Tanabata though. Can you let me get LR Turles? All these selections cut off right before LR Turles. That's so funny. Do people dislike it because some units can only get once? Because that makes sense. Otherwise, it's just like the Redstones. Although you're not sure if J-Fan will consider these free to play. I mean, he could. I don't see why not, honestly. Because I think this is 2025. There's going to be a thing next year. Like they put 2025 specifically. And I think this would be really good for them because it'll just increase screen time. 5 free units, what's there to dislike? Again, people are afraid that this will replace the Memorial Stones. But yeah, again, we don't know yet, but it may something changes to replace Memorial Stones, but we'll see. 5 DP LRs for free is always appreciated. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. I did say people both like and dislike in various ways. I mean, I could see someone like, I think if you're complaining like, oh, we actually have to play the game. Oh, just give me my stones. Like, bro. It'll probably take like 10 minutes to do this max. But if it's a thing of like, oh, this replaces Memorial Stones, then I think people will be very upset. I don't think that'll be the case, but I've seen some people talk about it, so I at least want to make a video talking about it just because it's out there. But let me know what you guys are thinking. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.